Hello, lovely friends. Today, let's embark on a gentle journey together. May is a special time for understanding our mental well being, and I've been hosting short meditation sessions to offer a bit of peace in our busy lives. It's heartwarming to see so many of you joining, even of a day, even on a day as cherished as Mother's Day. It's not just about feeling peaceful, it's about changing how we see life. So get ready for a story about staying strong, finding hope, and trying to stay calm even when things are tough. Every day I conduct meditation sessions, and even before I delve into letting you form your own idea of what meditation is, I want to share with you what I share with people: how to calm the mind in daily life. When I was 17 years old, I wanted to learn how to deal with emotions and not get overwhelmed by what was going on in my family or country. That's how I embarked on a journey of traveling the world and learning different meditation techniques, from Tibetan Buddhism to Thai Buddhism, contemplative practices in the Carmelite order, Native American traditions, and Orthodox traditions. I always held the belief that calming the mind needs to be adapted to our daily lives. This is why I have chosen to bring these practices of calming the mind to every human being I can reach. And when I say every human being, it's never enough. I share these practices daily with people in the prison system, the homeless, restaurant owners, sales teams in corporate America, immigrant moms, and university students, knowing that all of us have one thing in common. We all have racing thoughts and want to learn how to be calmer, more effective. So meditation is not about closing the eyes and living in a cave in the Himalayas. I was the first one to think like that. And not just to think, but to pursue it. I truly wanted to immerse myself in a cave in the Himalayas, as Annie Tenzin Palmo did and describes so well in her book, Cave in the Snow. After living in a Buddhist monastery for 3 years and contemplating becoming a nun countless times, I knew that was not the life intended for me in this lifetime. It's too easy for me to live far away. It's too easy for me to be in silence. I am the type of person who doesn't even own a TV or listen to music. Since I was a little girl, my only interest was riding my horse around the farm with my parrot and bathing in the river. I was always very solitary, talking to the horse, parrot, cats, and just wandering around the farm until it was time to return to the city on Monday morning for school. However, life has turning points, and that seemingly perfect and serene life didn't last long. Armed groups arrived, violence unfolded, and we couldn't go to the farm anymore. So my friends, the horse, parrot, and cats, were left behind, and the new friends were the cars in the city. I immersed myself in painting the moon, as it gave me comfort and maybe made me contemplate the impermanence and cycles of life, which made me feel better. That moment happened when I was 11 years old, and it marked my entire life. This is how I became a silent warrior, always deeply knowing that peace in daily life, in the city, not in the mountains, is essential. We all have turning points in our lives, and you might want to rethink them and ask to yourself, what goodness is being offered to the world by you living through that traumatic experience? If we are lucky enough, we bring something good to the world out of that traumatic experience. And I say if we are lucky enough, because sometimes it leads us down the opposite road. Sometimes that traumatic experience causes us to inflict trauma in others. But we know, as I have lived with people who had been incarcerated, that after a while, we always seek the light, the good. So eventually, we are all fortunate. Just the path might be slightly different for each of us. In my case, this is why I'm also so keen in bringing the experience of calming the mind in our daily lives to as many people as I can. It's incredible to see that every person who offers themselves the opportunity to feel better can indeed feel better. It's very easy to get lost in our thoughts, in our rejections, in thinking that maybe tomorrow, maybe next time, maybe when my kids grow up, or maybe when I have more money, or maybe when I finish my studies. All those maybes are just waiting for us to grow older, eventually feel a sense of despair. From experience, many people from different traditions know that the journey to well-being often begins when life takes us by surprises. The death of a loved one, an illness, a significant loss. But why do we need to wait to discover who we truly are? All this week, as I've been offering short sessions at a very low price, I've been meeting with people aged 28 to 50, and they all have one thing in common. They are either suffering from anxiety or suffering because a loved one is very anxious and they want this person to feel better. My friend, life is so precious. We are anxious because we are too preoccupied with the external world, the news, the latest game, the new restaurant, the new song, the new clothes, the new phone, the latest spa, yoga class, sound bath, ice bath. Imagine if we spend just 1% of the time we immerse ourselves in the external world looking for how peace feels inside our heart. As one of my Carmelite teachers, priest, says, the world we visit the least is the world inside, and yet it's always available to us. Isn't that shocking? I truly hope that this message serves as a wake-up call for us. Staying in the uncomfortable place where we are is costing us a lot. Sometimes we can't change where we are, so we need to move and find a new friend, a new teacher, a new inspiration. It's like the day the armed groups forced us away from nature. We needed to find a new way to connect with it. Life keeps presenting us with two paths, and don't forget that you are the one deciding which route to take. So go ahead, search for peace inside of you and discover that it is possible to find peace anywhere and everywhere. As one of my teachers, the creator of Meditation for Daily Stress, says, peace is like oxygen, everywhere, anytime. This is not just a motivational talk. It's an invitation for you to realize that life is always be filled with challenges, but you can choose not to focus on the obstacles and instead walk through them in peace. See you in the next video. Subscribe, share with those whom you think it will resonate with.